Hello, happy Friday. Is it still Friday? It is. Well, at least for me, but not the rest of the world. Oh, the world. Zawardo. Happy Friday. Let's warm up a bit. Wait, how much energy do I have? Before I dive in, let's just warm up a bit before we continue the story. Maybe I should actually grab the character. And what am I missing? Should get the S rank free agent and W engine, but I'm not sure who to get. What am I missing? I'm missing Soldier 11 still.
Awaiting further instructions.
I'm missing Soldier 11, but then I also have like Evelyn, so there's no need for me to get Soldier 11. I'll just wait for her to curse me one of these days.
Headmaid Rena, at your service.
I think it's Rena that I want. What's her 5 do? Oh, it's just... yeah. It's M6 that I want. Yeah, that looks crazy, especially for Soldier 0 and B. Maybe it's Rena that we want.
1, 2.
And then we'll wait for like M6 Rena to spook us. And I already have Lycon. What is Lycon at? I think he's not at like...
all evil.
I think he's at like M2. M1. M2, yep. What's M3 do? Oh. What's his best mindscapes? This beautiful man also loves to curse me. Doesn't say. He's just good overall. No clue.
I shall follow your orders.
Yeah, he's M2 already, so I'm assuming he's good. It's M5. It's Rena's M6 that is absolutely completely nutty, and she's kind of like future-proof too in a way that she will always be useful. So let's get her.
Good day. Are you the new master?
Show me what you got! What you got!
As for the W engine, I am not sure.
This is the path I follow. Headmaid Rena, at your service.
I'm thinking maybe a new W engine for... Oh, it's Steel Cushion that I have. Maybe Brimstone is the best. What does Brimstone do again?
148, Juyuan, ready.
Brimstone. For attack agents, the following effects can be triggered upon hitting an enemy with a basic attack, dash attack, or dodge counter. Yeah, this is really, really good. Because it just gives you, like, basic attack increase. What do I have? I have one of everything. I'm kind of cursed. I cannot get Soldier 11 at all, and I can't get her W engine at all, too. Am I winning? I'm just claiming the free shit that came with the update. Soldier 11 hates me absolutely. Let's get Brimstone. I'll build this for Jiyuan, so that she'll at least be useful. Anyways, good evening. Hi, Alice. Happy Friday. I have enough for a 10 roll. I do. But then we're kind of really close to pity, so I don't think so. I don't think it's a good idea at all.
Eradicate all evil.
The anticipation of stage.
How about Astra,
is the
though?
perfect prelude.
Do I want her M2? The attack buff from core passive is further increased by 19 with an increased maximum of 400. Meh. It's okay. I think it just reduces her the minimum attack required for her. Wait, no, she gets an extra attack off. One tremolo and 3 tone clusters to attack. It's pretty huge, no? It's called Art of Greed. Try to go for this mindscape. Nah, I'll just save for Fufu.
The anticipation off stage is the perfect prelude.
Astra's like the craziest support though. She's like needed everywhere. And also that's oomph, which is very important. Like how much of an upgrade is M2 for Astra? That's assuming I get lucky. It's not that big. Whatever. We'll wait for Fufu. I want to get Fufu. Anyways. We should warm up a bit before I continue the story. Let's see. Who can I try? Trybringer.
Eradicate all evil. Take a deep. I hear the stage calling my name.
I can help you ward off misfortune.
Eradicate all evil.
I'll protect you. It's my duty to protect.
How is this team working with each other? Oh. Yishuan when another character in the squad is stun, support, or defense. Okay. Alright, warm up. A bit of a warm up. What's happening with my ping? Anyways, how's it going, Cabby? Love this theme.
Obliterate form and spirit. Active creek focus. Shift.
Ah,
The
fuck
best
off.
defense is a strong offense. Concentrate.
This dude hurts.
Swift yet still. Scatter. Shift.
Music is the rhythm of life.
Reality and illusion.
Not so much a warm up. I'm playing pretty sloppily right now.
Concentrate. Don't cross the line.
No, he dodged me. He dodged my fucking attack.
Shift.
Ah, fuck this guy. Let's run that back.
Obliterate form and spirit. As decreed, concentrate. Shift.
The best defense is a strong offense.
Focus. Concentrate. Swift yet still. Release. Shift. Evil shall be purged.
So
Music is the rhythm of life.
Reality and illusion. Focus.
nothing reaches my defense.
What? What?
Don't even try. Concentrate.
Witness the magic of music.
Initiating level one.
Alright, this run is going pretty smoothly.
Purge corruption, restore clarity.
Nothing slips through my defense.
Shift. Cycle of yin and yang. Scatter. Focus.
Mighty creator! Creator! Give me a blessing!
Again? So soon?
Concentrate.
Where is he?
Swift yet still, clear yet murky. Shift. Obliterate form and spirit. As decreed.
Yow! No, my garage. Okay, there you go.
Concentrate.
Your journey ends with me.
Mighty creator!
Okay, that's enough. This theme is just like pure vibes. That's it. There's no synergy at all. Just like a full team of like bad bitches. That's it.
This is the path I follow.
Where's that panda?
Iron, rice is steel. I make a mean chitlins meal.
Absolutely no synergy. I just run them because I like them.
You will be
Obliterate form and spirit. Release. Focus.
I won't betray you.
Not enough. Not enough.
Man is iron, rice is steel. I make a mean chitlins meal.
Alright. Story time. Oh, it looks like Hinagi for some reason. What's Panda doing? A frustrated worker says the hollow safety incident. Yeah, it did happen. The production site was in total chaos that day. In the end, the entire staff evacuated the area. It's still a restricted zone. People can't just waltz in there. Mr. Panda says, what caused the incident? The accident. The frustrated worker says, haha, I really can't tell you. If my boss finds out, my bonus this month is toast. But if you want to know the real deal, you should hit up the folks at the union. The worker says, but they're probably still be working in the hollow right now. They haven't come out yet. Show your teacher's photo. Sensei. Mama Sensei. Belle says, oh, by the way, could you take a look at this photo? Look at this photograph. Have you seen this person before, or do you know where this was taken? The worker looks at the photo with a puzzled expression. The worker says, all I can say is that it seems to be in Lemnian Hollow. Beyond that, I'm clueless. Is this person your friend? Sort of. That's Mama. Belle says, yeah, I guess you could say that. She means a lot to us. The worker says, you should probably ask around in the hollow then. I haven't seen anyone matching that description, and I haven't heard about anyone getting lost in there recently. Sorry about that. I'm usually tied up working in the production area, so I don't really have time to keep up with all the gossip. Okay, thank you for your time. Well, I can't interact with... Oh, I can.
Huh?
Yeshiyuan says... Why does a worker look exactly the same as the one before? Shiyuan Senpai says, so you really won't tell me what's going on? The worker says, I've told you everything I know. If you don't believe me, there's nothing more I can say. A safety accident did happen in the hollow, but it was exactly as Porcelumix reported it. I don't care if you're a reporter or some investigator, that's all I know. Shiyuman says, judging by your nervous glances and body language, you rehearsed all this beforehand, didn't you? And not very well at that. The worker says, oh, what? Our boss makes us recite this stuff every day for inspections. There's no way I'm bad at it. Look, just drop it already. I don't want any trouble. Look at this photograph. The worker carefully examines the photo. They gently shake their head. The worker says, this person's getup doesn't look like a work hearse, but it does seem to be taken in the hollow. Just look. There's miasma everywhere in the background. This must be inside the Lemnian and recent too. But just from this, I really can't tell where this is. All I know is that it's definitely not in our Porcelum production zone. Thank you, we say. Ishiyuan is kind of given like little Sherlock Holmes vibes. The way that he gets like instant reads on people. The worker says, I really can't tell you. Porcelumix will let me off the hook. Porcelumix won't let me off the hook if I do. Fufu says, I really am here to help you. You gotta trust me. The worker says, all I can say is a production accident did indeed happen. But I wasn't at the processing site at the time, so I've only heard rumors. You should ask someone else. After all, the Porcelumex is a top subsidiary with the strongest legal team in New Eridu. One wrong word and I'll be sued into bankruptcy. Fufu says, I won't tell anyone, please, trust me. The worker says, forget it. How do I know you're not secretly recording this, planning to set me up with some bogus accusation? The worker says, a friend of mine told others about an internal incident at Porcelumex and they sued him for spreading rumors and damaging their reputation. Not only do we not get paid for work these days, we gotta pay compensation. It's like taking out a loan to work. I won't end up like him. Show the photo. Belle's saying the same thing as before. The worker carefully examines the photo. The worker says, looks like an abandoned production area? The worker says, due to the changing distribution of corrupted matter in the hollow, we regularly relocate our production areas. Look at all that miasma in the background. This is probably shot in some abandoned production area. But I don't know the exact location. After all, you can't really make out anything in this photo. Oh, thank you, we say. Oh. The idle worker says, Speaking of which, still no word about the compensation. Maybe I should ask about it later. What compensation, we ask. The worker says, yeah, there was a safety incident in the hollow recently, but we still haven't heard anything about compensation. Ask Paolo and Eric if you want to know more, though Eric's still in the hollow right now. If you want to talk to Paolo, he should be over there. Where? Oh, a box. Look at the size of this motherfucker. Holy. Including Barra Boys in Zenless Zone 0 now. Holy titties. How does he match up against... This dude is some beefcake. Holy shit.
Hey, you. You've been running all around here. What do you want?
Porcelumex must have sent her. I told you! They won't let us off the hook so easily!
Shut it, Paolo. You're giving me a headache. All right. I'll ask you one last time. What do you want?
No need to be so hostile.
If you're here for trouble, then why beat around the bush? Give me your best punch, right in my face!
Why would anybody want to get punched?
First you get everyone riled up, taunt them into making the first move, and then you sue for compensation. Yeah, I've seen enough from Porcelumex's playbook, so I won't throw the first punch. Go ahead. The honor is all yours. Just remember, once you throw that first punch, then whatever happens after will be considered self-defense. And then, it's my turn.
Calm down, perhaps?
Please calm down. I'm not with Porcelumex. My name is Belle. I'm from Swabian Temple. I just wanted to ask you something.
Do you not see the fit?
Swabian Temple? What did you want to know?
I'm here to investigate the situation inside Lemnian Hollow. I heard that there's been an accident. But Porcelumex has been keeping everything under wraps, so I'm not sure what exactly happened. Anyway, I'm really not a TOPS employee.
So you're also after Porcelumex. My mistake, then. My name is Komano Manato. My friend is still in a coma at the hospital because of this Porcelumex mess. So I came here to figure out what happened and to help him get justice. Since you're also looking into it, I guess that makes us allies.
Oomph.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried that you were with Porcelumix and came here to stir up trouble. So you're also looking into the corruption incident?
It's a quick turnaround. Oomph gained.
Corruption incident? You know about it? Can you give me more details?
Certainly. I was on the same shift with the guys that got sick, and I saw with my own eyes how their corruption broke out.
So you're saying the workers on the porcelain production line became corrupted? But shouldn't there be anti-corruption measures for operations inside the Hollow?
This is kind of like Kuro. This is kind of like Kuro too.
That's right. People who spend extended time inside the Hollow must wear protective suits and take anti-corruption medicine according to protocol. Otherwise, they'll be corrupted by ether. Most of us who are willing to work inside the Hollow already suffer from corruption after the fall of the old capital. We need to take anti-corruption medicine as long-term treatment. Porcelumix provides the medicine, and that's why we're willing to put our lives on the line for them. But the medicine seems to be the cause of the issue this time. My colleagues who drank the medicine quickly collapsed. Some of them even had a corruption outbreak on the spot. It took so much effort just to bring them to the hospital. After Porcelumix learned of this, the first thing they did was order us to keep our mouths shut. Later on, I heard the good Dr. Lore say that there's something fishy with that batch of medicine. It was ineffective. Heartless company, they couldn't care less whether we live or die.
This guy's gonna die.
How could they? I never thought Porcelumix would stoop this low.
That's right. Damien ordered a lockdown on the affected area, said the place was abandoned, and forbade us from going near it.
Something doesn't feel right. I've got to find a way into that area and see what's going on. To tell you the truth, we are investigating for the mayor. Our goal is to find out what exactly happened inside the Hollow. If you're willing to work with us, I can help you and your fellow workers fight for your rights and secure better compensation.
Investigating for the mayor? Paolo, this is your chance. Don't you want to get fair compensation and treat your family's corruption?
You're right. And Yunque's summit helped us a lot too, back when the old capital fell. I trust you people. All right then, you have my word. When you're free, head to the hollow cable car. I'll ask a worker friend to sneak you in. As for the corrupted area, although I can't get you in, I know someone who can. He also knows a lot more about the corruption incident than I do.
Really? Thank you so much. Don't worry, I promise I'll get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm. And if you need my help, you've got it.
Actually, there is one more thing I wanted to ask. Have you seen this person in Wi-Fi Peninsula? Or maybe you recognize the location in the photo?
I've never seen this person, and the location looks to be somewhere inside the hollow, but I can't exactly pinpoint it.
That's what everybody said.
Neither have I. But don't you worry. I'll ask my buddy with connections to ask around.
Kamano seems very helpful. Thank you.
I see. Thank you both. I'll ask around too.
Hello. How's it going? Good evening. Happy Friday. Did I get my readings done today already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. How's it going?
How's everyone's investigation going?
I haven't found any clues.
Me neither. They all refused to tell us what happened, presumably by order of Porcelumix. I also checked out the hollow cable car. I don't think we'll be able to blend in.
Just finished eating and setting up your fun thumbnails for tomorrow. Nice.
Looks like we'll have to find another way into the hollow. Should we contact the captain that helped us to sail us there?
Don't worry. I found a worker who's willing to take us into the hollow. And he experienced that accident firsthand. Apparently, the anti-corruption medicine Tops provided was defective and caused a major corruption outbreak among the workers.
I see. No wonder the workers are demanding compensation and coverage for their medical bills.
Belle, is this information reliable?
Uh-oh.
It seems credible, but we still need to investigate the site of the incident in the hollow. Also, when he heard I was from Swabian Temple of Yunque Summit, his attitude softened, and he said we'd helped them in the past. What did he mean by that?
Sasuga proxy. Sasuga faithin. Confirm. Verify.
That was a long time ago. When the old capital fell, the members of Yunque Summit helped evacuate the civilians. Some of them were relocated here.
Wait, so was the fall of the old capital was featured, the one that was featured in Yishun's trailer?
But we haven't come to
Was that
Swabian Temple
something
much
else?
since then. I didn't think they'd remember us after all these years.
So that's the story. No wonder the captain wouldn't take our money.
Hi, Thea. Good eve, good morn, good noon.
But why did everyone stop coming here? Swabian Temple actually feels like a pretty nice place to live.
Let's talk about something else.
We're changing the subject. Oh, is this where what was Yishun's big sister's name? Yijang.
That's right. Why don't we eat something nice before heading into the hollow? I'll prepare the food right away.
No need to worry. It's just something from the past. I'll tell her the full story when the time's right.
Yep, it's related to Yijang Nechang.
Anyway, let's focus on the investigation for now.
Yishun says, Belle, when's your friend who was willing to help going to lead us into the hollow? First thing tomorrow, we say. Belle says, I agreed to meet up with him early tomorrow morning. We'll gather near the cable car. There's an anomaly in the observation data from the Lemnian Hollow. The HDD needs to be adjusted before real-time analysis can be done. Wise said he'll come to handle it. We'll enter the hollow tomorrow. I'll use the carrot data to guide us first. Yishun says, got it. I'll leave it to you then. Yishun says, Shiyuan, go pick up Wise from 6th Street tomorrow and make sure to stay safe. Where exactly is Shiyuan in this screen right now?
Oh.
He's hidden. He's probably hidden behind Panda. Shiyuan says, sure, leave it to me.
Oh.
Yishuan says it's getting late. Why don't we get some rest and head to the hollow first thing tomorrow? Belle, come see me when you're free. I have something to tell you. Lore? Sure thing. You start preparing the carrot data for tomorrow, and before you know it, night has fallen. Time to have a chat with Shifu. Sensei. What's the hap, Sensei?
Oh.
Yishuan says, Belle, I mentioned before that I'd help you unlock your potential and teach you our craft. If you're free right now, we can get started. A midnight sesh. Training sesh. Belle says, no problem. What do you need me to do, Shifu? Yishuan says, while Yunquai Summit craft has many branches and forms, they all stem from the same root, the manipulation of ether. To master these techniques, you must first be able to sense ether frequencies and resonate with them. This requires balancing your acupoints and ensuring energy can flow smoothly through your meridians. What the fuck does that even mean? Yishuan says, according to Yunquai's Summit recorded traditions, you're supposed to burn incense, take a ritual bath, and wait for an auspicious time to perform the ceremony to cleanse your meridians. But after studying the ancient text, I found that many steps could be simplified. The most crucial parts are to choose the right time and a suitable location with proper feng shui. How do you pronounce? I keep forgetting to pronounce how to pronounce feng shui. Belle says, I see, as expected of Shifu. Yishun says, I found the perfect spot. Time is of the essence. Let us head there at once to balance your meridians. Following Yishun, Belle arrives at a quiet spot at the designated time. Belle sits cross-legged, closing her eyes through regulating her breathing in accordance with Yishun's instructions. Yishun places her hand on Belle's back, and at the moment of contact, a gentle warm current slowly flows through Belle's body. In the night, everything around is quiet, as if time froze in this moment. What's happening? Yishun says, perfect, your meridians are now clear, allowing you to sense ether frequencies. Next time we enter the hollow, I'll teach you our craft. As for whether you can master it, that depends on your own potential. But fret not. I'll teach you step by step until you succeed. Once you can sense the ether frequency, you'll gradually learn to control its flow. While it's not exactly a mystic technique, it can be applied to various objects. Quite a handy trick. I'll get to experience the finer details as you go along. Hey, you Shifu, we say. I feel completely different, Belle says. Yishun says, then, let's stay here for a moment so you can familiarize yourself with your cleared meridians. I shall keep you company. Yishun steadies her breathing, quietly standing to the side. Perhaps you can have a chat with her. About your craft? Let's ask about that. Belle says, by the way, when my brother comes, will you help clear his meridians and teach him your craft too? Yishun says, indeed. When he gets here, I'll teach it to him all over again. By the way, you two are siblings by blood, correct? I can see you get along really well. Belle says, yep, but sometimes my brother makes me mad too. Like when he steals my pudding or picks a bunch of boring artsy films when restocking. But even if he pulls these pranks, I'll still forgive him. I guess only people with siblings can truly understand this feeling. Each one says, right, I get it. Belle says, so, Shifu, you have siblings too? What are they like? Oh no! Belle did not watch the trailer. A hint of sadness flashes across Yishun's expression, seeming to have been reminded of something. Yishun says, yes, once upon a time. But now all of that is in the past. You can comfort her. Belle says, sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Yishun says, no matter. I was just reminded of old matters of our sect. Now that you've become my disciple, there are things I should tell you. However, now is not the time. It's getting pretty late. We still need to head into the hollow tomorrow, so let's head back and catch some rest. You'll need to regulate your meridians one more time. I'll come find you when it's time. Are you okay? Belle says, alright, you should get some rest too, Shifu. At Yishun's request, Belle leaves first. She remains alone, pacing with a melancholic expression. Hey, what if Belle or Wise inherits the sword or something? The cursed sword. Alright, bench. Alright, looks like we should be hollow diving time. Whole gang is here. Where is... what's his name? Kamano. Paolo says, is everyone here? If we're ready, I'll lead you into the hollow. Everyone's here, we say. Belle says, alright, everyone's here. We can head out now. Are we taking the cable car to get into the production site inside the hollow? Paolo says, that's right. The cable car here connects to a stable, large-scale spatial fissure. Eventually, Porcelumex set up the cable car system to make it easier to travel in and out of the hollow. I've got an ID card from the colleague I'm switching shifts with. Let's use it to swipe into the production site, and I'll introduce you to those who are familiar with the production accident. But don't go wandering off once you're in the hollow. There's a lot of miasma around here. If you get lost, things could get real ugly. Got it. Let's roll. Paolo says, got it. Don't worry, Paolo. We'll be careful. Paolo says, all right. Let's get into the cable car. Okay, main story mission. Let's go. Can I talk to my friends first? No, I can't. All right, let's ride. Let's go. How long can I play for? I have to wake up at like... I can play for a while tonight. But I am kind of tired, so I might not play for too long.
You must be the investigators that Paolo mentioned. Wonderful. With your help, we'll have a chance to discuss compensation with Porsalumix.
Sorry, you are?
I'm Eric, head of the Porsalumix labor union. We do what we can to help folks when they're going through tough times. Surely you've heard of the production accident by now?
We have a general idea. The anti-corruption medicine was defective, causing a corruption outbreak among the workers, right?
Yes. Ever since that happened, I've been assembling everyone to negotiate with Damien for compensation. But now I hear Damien's putting it on hold, waiting for a chance to cut the compensation. We're looking for a way to negotiate with him. We decided to take action. We can't let him get away with this anymore.
Do you have any plans?
Porsalumix is unwilling to compensate us because it determined that we can't prove it's their medicine that's at fault. If they wanted to, they could even claim that the workers were hospitalized from pre-existing corruption that dates back to the fall of the old capital. So, we plan on searching for evidence that Porsalumix's medicine is defective. As long as we have solid evidence, we can rally everyone to protest against this injustice and demand compensation.
But aren't you still relying on their cheap medicine to slow down the corruption symptoms? Even if you have evidence, you'll be cut off from anti-corruption medicine as soon as you fall out with them, right?
Right. I didn't even consider that.
That's exactly why we've been holding back for all these years. But things have changed lately.
Is there another, like, production?
Dr. Lore is willing to treat us at lower rates. Thanks to him, we were able to break free from Porsalumix's control. Now he's the backbone of the Union.
Who's Dr. Lore again? Oh, really?
Oh, really? How did he manage to provide low-cost anti-corruption medicine?
I don't know the technical specifics, but I believe he used the early production facilities that Porsalumix abandoned and organized a group of people to privately produce it.
Wait, something sussy about that.
This medicine doesn't sound very safe.
Yeah.
Who cares? If we don't resist, we have no hope left. By the way, Dr. Lore is going to look for evidence of Porsalumix being responsible for the production site accident. If you want, you can ask him about the details.
That's kind of suspect. Something's happening there.
Before I go, there's one more thing I need to confirm. Have you seen this person?
These Union folks are getting fucked both ways.
Or can you tell me where this photo was taken?
No. I've never seen this person around here, but there's a lot of miasma in the background. Maybe it's somewhere deep in Lemnian Hollow. That's all I can say.
Gotcha. Thanks anyway. I'll ask others about it.
Oh, that's Dr. Lore.
Oh, you must be the investigators that Eric mentioned. He sounded so excited over the communicator, saying that the mayor's investigators are coming to inspect the Porsalum production site.
He's already kind of suspect.
You must be Dr. Lore. I heard you're providing medicine to everyone. Is that true?
Eric really can't keep any secrets, huh? Oh, I can't believe he told you that. Just don't go spreading it around. If Porcelumex finds out, I'll be in big trouble.
What's he doing this? Why is he helping them out? What's his motivation?
Don't worry, we won't. But can you tell us how the medicine is made?
There's nothing special about the composition of the anti-corruption medicine. Actually, the most valuable ingredient is porcelain powder, which is common in Lemnian Hollow. I recently discovered an old production line that Porcelumex abandoned in the Hollow back when the old capital fell. With the help of a friend, we managed to repair it. I didn't have high hopes at first, but as luck would have it, those old machines began working.
Maybe it's the friend who suspect?
I named this medicine Alleviating Water. Hopefully, it'll help alleviate people's corruption symptoms and help them escape Porcelumex's trap.
Porcelumex's trap? What do you mean?
Have you ever considered that while Porcelumex has been providing anti-corruption medicine, they don't really want to cure these people working in the Hollow?
I'm aware of such cases happening before in real life.
Them more to provide weaker medicine, just enough to slow the progression of their illness, not stop it. That way, these workers are stuck here forever.
It's a classic scumbag maneuver.
After all, nobody wants to work in the Hollow long term, except those who were already corrupted during the fall of the old capital.
Wait, what he said is completely like not the same as what's written here.
Porcelumex is deliberately delaying because it doesn't want its cheap long-term labor to leave with large sums of compensation. That's why we can't trust the medicine they give us. We have to find a way to make our own. This path is illegal and very risky, yes. But at least it's a hopeful one.
Dr. Lore, you said Porcelumex is delaying compensation, but do you have evidence?
Of course. My friend works in the local hospital. He checked Porcelumex's medical records and statistics. The medical records of the victims have been tampered with, so there is no specific reason for their illness, let alone any compensation process. They're clearly trying to cover the whole thing. Without hard evidence, they'll never process the compensation. I've been trying to obtain evidence, but that area has been abandoned and is ridden with ethereals. It's impossible for...
Okay, maybe Dr. Lore is actually a good guy.
Since you're the
have trust issues, you see?
You must be able to find your way in the Hollow. If you can help me with the investigation, you should be able to figure out the cause of the contamination. You guys can go ahead and follow the carrot data and investigate the site. But the area's swarming with ethereals. Are you sure you'll be all right?
Don't worry, we know what we're doing.
All right, I'll go investigate the vicinity. If everything goes according to plan, let's meet up near the site.
Yishuan says the restricted area should be up ahead. Be careful and stay safe while investigating, everyone. Yishuan says there's more miasma in the Lemnian Hollow than before. Something doesn't feel right. Fufu says don't worry, Shifu, we'll be careful. We need to examine the observation devices too, right? Bell says, speaking of which, if we're gonna help Dr. Lore find evidence, what about the other observation devices in the Hollow? Based on the information from the mayor, the observation devices near here have recorded a lot of strange data. We need to find a way to inspect their data modules. Oh. Panda says, don't worry, Bell, leave it to me. Let's split up. You guys go help Dr. Lore investigate, and I'll check the data devices nearby. We'll be more efficient this way. Yeah, okay, I'm counting on you, senpai. Bell says, got it, it's up to you then. I'll copy the carrot data for you. It marks the observation devices in this area that have issues. All you need to do is find the observation devices and send me their data. The environment in the Lemnian Hollow is complicated, plus there's a lot of miasma, so don't wander too far from us. I've installed the tracking system in your data analysis device, so if something goes wrong, we can see each other's location. Panda says, you've thought of everything. Don't worry, I won't stray too far from you. That's our proxy. What do we play as? Investigation zone mode? We can run around. After entering Aerospace City, the investigation zone mode will appear in the top right corner. Yeah, what's the sat? Oh, rain streaming again. He added a fart reverb. Wait, I want to hear this. That's so stupid. Alright, after entering the Aerospace City, the interface will switch to Investigation Zone mode, which includes access to most system functions available on the street, ability to use agent skills directly. Wait, that's super cool.
Point over there. That should give us a better look at the surrounding area.
And I'm playing as Fufu. Wait, she kind of moves like Nekomata.
Over there.
She like booty out.
Well
Fufu senpai. Wait, this is kind of cool. This the way that you could like. Oh, there was that one event a couple months ago that featured Section 6. I guess that kind of served as like a beta test for like free roam areas. Interesting. Anyways, be right back real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'll say when I run into the enemy.
Okay, back. What is Fufu doing? She's what's that thing that cats do? They're just it's like them scratching the post for some reason. Why did they do that? What? Do it again. How did I trigger that?
Yeah, that's what I'll say when I run into the enemy.
Cute. She's never gonna beat the cat allegations. Jesus Christ. She plays like Nakamata, probably? Oh, she's an aftershock type. Kind of like Pulchra and yeah, kind of like Pulchra and Trigger.
Step, look out. Focus. Take that!
Though this area has been abandoned, the corruption outbreak must have left some traces.
Good lord. The way Yishun runs. She's
The
like...
residue wouldn't just vanish.
The way Yishun runs is killing me. Are there any like boxes that I could grab here? This is a condensed mass that constantly emits miasma, attracting enemies. If you spot one, be ready for combat.
Careful, everyone. Ethereal's incoming.
Oh.
Be my guide.
Soar with the wind.
Look at her go. What does this do? Oh, fast travel.
I didn't expect there to be so much miasma around here. Is it because of the accident that happened?
Each one says, Belle, I'm gonna teach you the perception technique. This is the special technique of Yunkwei Summit and has many variation in uses. The principle lies in sensing the frequency of surrounding ether waves, then using ether resonance to trigger a phase change. I've already opened up your meridians, so you should be able to sense the ether resonance frequency now. First, I'll teach you the inside form of the perception technique. This skill allows you to track lingering traces of ether nearby. It's just a search function. Aim your crosshair, okay.
Now, let's try a perception technique.
How do I do it?
Insight allows one to see the traces of corrupted matter.
It's like detective mode.
Control your breathing and feel the ether fluctuations around you.
They'd just be doing anything with this game. It came from here. What does this mean, Shifu? Each one says the miasma is particularly strong here. You're right, we say. Bell says, you're right, Shifu. There's something odd about these remnants. There are strange symbols on the ground. I have no clue what's going on. I'll take a photo for now and analyze it later when I get back. Why is it like... No idea what that means. Kinda looks like Amphorius. The infinity symbol.
When the outbreak began, people panicked and fled, seeking safety wherever they could. These ether traces must be from that time. Now that you can see the traces using insight,
Monster shall be spared!
let's follow their trail and see where it leads.
Oh, Panda's here. Panda says, oh, you're here? Yinhu? Bell says, what are you doing here? Panda says it copied the data from several hollow observation devices and just happened to come across a bamboo being attacked by ethereals. So I rescued it. Panda says I only found out later it was sent by Dr. Lore to assist us with the investigation. But it was ambushed by ethereals on the way here. I noticed a fissure beacon nearby and figured you'd come here to rest, so I brought it along. The bamboo says, thanks for saving me. I was sent by Dr. Lore to assist with the investigation. I can guide you to the locations the doctor marked. Thanks, we say. The bamboo says there's a tower up ahead. It's an abandoned production facility. The doctor said it's very close to the site where the corruption event happened and all the clues are there. Got it, we say. We'll go take a look. Panda says, by the way, this fissure beacon here is a device used by the Investigative Association to monitor spatial rifts. I'm not sure if it's still functional, but if we can fix it, we'll be able to detect the nearby spatial rifts. Fufu says, do you think we could still use it? It sure feels like it's been sitting here for eternity. Let me check, Bell says. A moment, please. The data module is still running, so it can't be severely damaged. Probably just a loose connection. Let me adjust it a bit. Good. It should be back in working condition. Fufu says, huh? It's fixed already? Fufu says, Shifu was right. You're as good as the hackers in movies. Bell says, you flatter me? That's just basic repair work, really. By the way, the device shows a fissure nearby that leads out of the hollow. If anyone's tired, we can go back and rest. Okay, so we can just leave anytime. The fissure beacon anchors stable fissures in the surrounding area, allowing for quick travel between regions. Can also restore HP. Okay.
Leave it to me!
For the production area Bamboo Faith mentioned is just ahead. After confirming the location, everyone sets out. What time is it? What are these? They're not active. Some enemy attacks have the miasma corruption attribute. When they hit an agent, the squad accumulates miasma contamination. When miasma contamination reaches its limit, all agents in the squad receive damage based on a percentage of their current HP. I see. Some enemies will generate miasma pools on the ground. Miasma pools cause additional effects on certain enemy skills.
Looks like
So
we've
avoid
got
it.
some tough customers.
Don't worry, Shifu's here! Let's get rid of them!
You lack concentrate.
Surrender! Don't take him head on!
Cycle of yin and yang.
Get nuked.
As decreed. Shift. Reality and illusion. Soar with the wind. We're at the edge of the hollow, but the miasma is still so dense.
This hollow's got a weird vibe to it.
Each one says, Belle, now is the perfect time. Let me teach you the disintegration form of the perception technique. The principle lies in forcibly disrupting the resonance frequency of ether, causing a rapid phase transformation that ultimately breaks down the target. But action speaks louder than words. Why don't you try it for yourself? Okay, aim your crosshair. Yep. I see.
Attune yourself
Phew.
to the frequency of the corruption first.
Ow.
Huh? It worked!
I just did exactly what Shifu said. Didn't expect it to work so well.
Shifu is actually a great teacher.
Your talent's kinda scary.
You catch on quickly. The potential you possess is truly astonishing.
I'm flattered, Shifu. Might have just been beginner's luck.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, let's keep investigating.
Wait, why are there Hollow Raiders in here?
Take this! Shift!
Surrender!
Leave it to me. Focus.
The fucking Beyblade. Aftershock is a pretty interesting archetype for this game. Each one says the miasma is particularly strong here. You're right, we say. There's something odd about these remnants. There are strange symbols on the ground. I have no clue what's going on. I'll take a photo for now and analyze it later when I get back.
The accident site should be right over there.
The ether levels around here are rising.
I learned from the best.
Must be remnants from the corruption outbreak. As expected, this entire place has been polluted.
If you work in the Hollow long term, can corruption really be cured? feels like a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, it's pretty funny that like Zenless Zone Zero is just like testing the reception of like events from before and then like implementing it into the main story if it actually does pretty well or if the reception is really good. Like this is definitely just like what they did with the section 6 event. Panda says, you guys are here too? How's the investigation going? We're going good, we say. Belle says, we made decent progress. What about you, senior? Panda says, I ran into some Hollow Raiders nearby, roughed them up a bit, and asked them about what's going on around here. Word is, this area is supposed to be where the corruption incident went down. After poor Salumix left, someone on Internaut has been offering big money for the production equipment here. They were here to dismantle the machines. Panda says, during the process, they also found some weird pharmaceutical data, but they trashed it. Fufu says, Pharmaceutical data? Sounds like there might be some info about the production accident in there. Panda says, right, I was thinking the same thing. I've got all the observation data that you asked me to collect, Belle. I'm planning to head to the Hollow Raiders hideout to see if I can salvage any clues. Belle says, that sounds kind of dangerous. Are you really gonna be okay going alone, senior? Panda says, don't sweat it. It's not you who should be worried. It's those Hollow Raiders. Fufu says, that's right. Junior Yinhu is super strong, so don't worry. Just leave everything to him. Wait, so Panda is Fufu's senior? I mean, Fufu's junior? Fufu is senpai. So between like Fufu and Shiyuan, I wonder who's more senior. Panda says, yep, you guys keep following those clues. I'll catch up with you once I deal with those Hollow Raiders. If you need to rest up, you can head back for a bit. Let's keep investigating. Oh, it's these guys.
Let evil shall be purged.
Surrender!
Allow me, Fufu. Strength and finesse. Shift. Swift yet still. Scatter. Soar with the wind.
The red indicator light on the control device is flashing. Seems like it needs authorization to activate. Let's start. Beep, beep, beep. Warning, permission systems error. Device activation failed. We might need to authorization open. Wait, where do we get the authorization then? Bamboo Faith, help us. Bamboo Faith says the carrot data the doctor marked shows there might be something here that could serve as a clue. But there's something in the way. It doesn't look like I can get. It doesn't look like I can get through. I'll figure it out, we say. The Bamboo says, really? I'll leave it to you guys then. Okay, cool. So we just need to look at it.
That Bamboo should still be around here. Let's go let it know what's up.
The Bamboo says, have you cleared all that stuff that was in the way? It's all cleared out, we say. And I found an access card for the main gate, but I don't have any data modding gear with me. Think you could help crack it? The Bamboo says, no problem, leave it to me. Let me see. There, I modified its data interface. Now you should be able to use it. Thank you, man.
There's more and more corruption residue around here.
There's something here.
It might attract ethereals. Stay alert, everyone.
Careful, people. This one looks pretty tough.
It's not attacking, it's just standing there menacingly.
Superior ethereal!
I'll watch over you. What a nuisance. Concentrate.
Surrender!
Well done, Fufu. Focus. Step, obliterate form and spirit. Scatter.
That one's taken care of.
Ishwan says, there appears to be an issue with the ether flow in this device. Belle, now that you can sense ether frequencies, why don't you try fixing it? Okay, let me give it a shot. Ishwan says, just take a deep breath and focus on sensing the ether frequency. Are you okay? What new minigame? What the hell is that? Drag the control points to adjust the curve and make the sphere on the curve pass through all... The fuck? This is gonna be something that we would learn from doing. Oh. That's a pretty funny puzzle.
Nice! We should be able to get past now.
Why are there two Yishuans here?
Be my guide.
To the skies!
Carrot data shows that the site of the accident is just ahead.
Area
Some
change?
clues there. Let's investigate.
This place is pretty sizable. What? Are we not supposed to charge in? The Bamboo says, looks like those weird big guys are up ahead again. What should we do? Can you guys still beat them? No problem. If you lose, let's split up and run in different directions. I won't drag you down with me. Don't worry. We won't let it get to that.
Out of my way!
Evil shall be purged!
Out of my way! Suicide!
Leave it to me!
Allow me, Fufu.
Come on. I didn't bite.
Shit. Move it. Vanquish. Over here. Listen to my roar.
I watch over you. Focus. Swift yet still.
Fufu's so cute. I want Fufu. And it's pretty funny that like everybody's treating Yishuan like she is fucking Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Panda says, "Shifu, you're here." Yishuan says, "So, did you sort things out on your end? Any discoveries?" Panda says, "I went to the Hollow Raiders hideout and took care of their leader. Looks like these guys were just hired thugs doing it for the money. I chased them all away. They shouldn't come back to mess with our investigation now. But I did find some records of workers taking corruption medicine. Could be useful evidence." I say great. Bell says, "Great. I'll analyze it when I get back and see if I can find any clues." Yishuan says, "Well done, Yinhu." Panda says, "Although the Hollow Raiders are no longer a threat, we still need to stay on our toes." I checked out the surroundings. Looks like the accident site is just up ahead. We better stay vigilant. But with Shifu here, I guess there's no need to worry too much, Panda says. Yeah, they keep glazing like...
Is that Dr. Lore? Isn't he investigating another area? What's he doing here?
Let's go ask him what's going on.
Keep glazing like Yishuan. It's pretty funny. She actually is Gojo. Their Gojo sensei.
Goodness, you're here. Oh, I thought I was done for.
Huh? Dr. Lore? Weren't you investigating the outskirts? What are you doing here?
I just wanted to see if I could take a shortcut to collect some samples. I didn't expect ethereals to target me and chase me all the way here. Good thing you showed up. Whew. Right. Did you manage to find any evidence?
We ran into your bamboo. It led us to all sorts of evidence.
Great. That should be enough evidence then. I also collected a number of corruption samples to support our case.
Okay, yeah. He's not suspect anymore. He's totally on our side.
The area up ahead is where the corruption symptoms broke out. I want to collect some more samples there to make sure our evidence is tight. However, I heard ethereals over there. I think they've been roaming the area, just waiting to jump out and attack.
Don't worry, we'll head over and check it out. If any ethereals show up, we'll deal with them.
Wonderful. I'll be counting on you then.
Ooh, Fufu Senpai, so scary. Is it a big one? Is that frog that I hate?
This ethereal looks kinda off. Be careful. Too slow. Focus.
It might have something to do with the miasma.
Is sealed.
It looks pretty gross.
Fufu, don't underestimate it. Watch out. Its attacks are dangerous. End it fast. Clarity and impurity.
You got it, Shifu! We'll wipe that smug look off its face real quick!
The ethereals have been dispersed. Dr. Lore carefully heads over to collect the corruption sample. There's like moves with there's like a move set with each one that I still don't know how to like trigger. We'll play a bit more and see if we can figure out how that works.
Investigation was too risky. If it wasn't for your help, I probably wouldn't have made it back. Thank you all for helping with the investigation. We've now gathered sufficient evidence to lay out the details of the accident. Eric and the others just finished their shift, and are resting outside the hollow. I'll head out and update them on the investigation. Next, we'll rally everyone to discuss how to fight for compensation from Porcelumex. Everyone from Yunque Summit, I'm grateful for your help.
Don't mention it. We're here to investigate the incident anyway. Helping you was no trouble at all.
I really appreciate it. Your help made my plan go much more smoothly.
Your plan? What do you mean?
Well, I asked Eric and the members of the Union to formulate a plan to protest against Porcelumex. It's time to put everything into action.
Yishuan says, everyone here, it's time to get out of here. Fufu says, what a shame. I was just getting warmed up. I could have totally go another round with those ethereals. Land a couple of solid strikes right in their core. Bandit says, Senior, you're exaggerating again. Let's hurry back already. Right. Bell says, Senior Yinhu is right. With all this evidence, we should really be able to prove that the corruption incident really happened. Let's get out of this hollow as soon as possible. Fufu says, hey, I was just kidding. I'm all set, let's get going. Alright, return to Phylum Heights. Yishuan says, good, let's head back. Fufu says, let your senior sis show you the quick way back to Swabian Temple. Senior sis? I heard my name. Yishuan says, Belle, you've been working hard on the investigation lately. How are you holding up since entering the hollow? I'm doing alright, we say. Yishuan says, that's good. You're picking up techniques quickly, a sign of the talents you possess. However, training is something that cannot be rushed. You must strike the proper balance between diligent work and peaceful rest. Now that you've settled in here, just let Fufu and Yinhu know if you need anything. They'll take care of everything for you. Sure thing, we say. Yishuan says this investigation won't just happen overnight, so you might as well make the most of this chance and get some proper rest. Alright, we say, yeah, it's time to take a break. Break time. After taking a short break, you feel your energy return. Oh. We got some rolls. Senior sis Onechama. The tiny Onechama of Fufu. Wait, where's everybody else? Oh, there's Fufu. She's just hanging out. Fufu big sister. Senior sister. Fufu says, like this and then that. Belle says, Senior Fufu seems to be thinking about something important. Better not disturb her. Are they just hanging out? They're just hanging out. Where's Yishuan? This place is a mess. There's like pots and like bottles on the ground and everywhere. Nobody's cleaned this place up. I thought somebody was supposed to be cleaning this place up. Anyways. Hi, Panda. Panda Senpai. Panda says, anyway, finally managed to settle down in the Wi-Fi Peninsula. There's still a lot to be done, but you can leave the food situation to me. I voted no, so I'd win. Anyways. Thank you for your hard work, Senior Panda. Panda says, no sweat, it's all part of my job and I love doing this stuff. Panda says, but Senior Sister seems to have been assigned quite a lot of important tasks. Oh, that's what Fufu's thinking about. Okay. That's why she looked preoccupied. I'll go ask if she needs any help, we say. Panda says, that's perfect. Don't forget to give me a shout if you need anything. Fufu, what's wrong? This is gonna be like a little slice of life section where we actually get to go shopping.
And from there, we do this!
Who's her voice actress? She sounds very familiar. Ain't no way, Cassandra Lee Morris? Absolutely is not her. I know what Cassandra Lee Morris sounds like. It's not credited yet. Yeah, they don't even have like a voice actor confirmed for Evelyn. And she's been around for a while.
What's with those moves? Are you working on a new technique?
Huh? No, I'm making plans. Look, what if we clean this place up, replace the floor tiles, get rid of the ads on the walls and repaint them, then grow some pretty plants here? Oh, and that empty space over there! We could plant 2 rows of trees! And maybe we could even install some floor lamps along the way!
Fufu and the senior sister seems to be pretty reliable, then. Are you planning to renovate Swabian Temple? Yeah, I was literally just complaining about like how there's like bottles and like trash on the ground.
So, are you planning to renovate Swabian Temple?
That's right! Shifu put me in charge of the whole thing. Even though it's named Swabian Temple. Yeah, Swabian as in whatever works. Since we're going to be here for a while, we'll need to spruce things up a little. And not just the living area. I promised Shifu I'd get this place up and running again. We're bringing back the glory days when the temple was bustling with life.
The glory days?
I never saw it myself, but I've heard stories from the locals. Before the old capital fell, Swabian Temple used to be a busy, bustling place. But then people from Yunquei Summit left, and only a few mystics stayed behind to check the place every now and then. It's been quiet here ever since. But now that we've returned, it seems fate has reunited us with this place, and it's time to bring it back to life!
She sounds like Kirby. That's what I'm thinking of.
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
Alright, let's get to work. We're gonna give Swabian Temple a total glow-up and surprise everyone!
Yeah, she sounds like Kirby. Well, I mean, I guess like it's only just the same way that they talk. But I don't think it's Kirby's voice actor. Because at least when it comes to like Kirby, they're credited. Not in this game, apparently. They would be credited immediately if if they're actually like Fufu's voice actor. Because they got credited for Tribi. Fufu says, let me introduce Bellion, the key helper in revitalizing Suibian Temple. Bellion! Why does he say his name? Is he like a Pokemon? Fufu says, years after Yunkwai's summit left Waifei Peninsula, they specifically sent Bellion here as a Bangbu liaison. So it's been hanging around here for quite a few years now. A legit old-timer at Suibian Temple, no doubt. Bellion says, leave the temple to me and the master. Master? Who's the master? Oh, Ashua, of course. Of course. Bellion says, Master's been here for 4 years, back when the Suibian Temple was empty. You've been watching over us all this time. Fufu says, usually the Master should be referring to someone from Yunkwei Summit. But don't worry. Thanks to the dog who's been watching over Suibian Temple for so long, this is definitely its home too. Let's take care of the place, make it lively again. We'll do our best to help. Bellion says, lively. Together, lively. This feels like something that would happen in an event instead of like a main story, but Fufu says, let's all work together. Let's do our best, of course, of course. Wait, they changed the button for the camera. It's L now. Fufu cute. We'll be rolling. Hopefully we're gonna make it. How many days are there till the next banner rolls? 32 days. 18 days. I have 32. I'm gonna hit pity. I have enough. I have exactly enough for to hit pity. Hopefully we win the 50-50. Bellion says, I'll give it my all for Suibian Temple and for the Temple Master. That fucking oof is pretty loud. You and Ashu are pretty close, we say. Bellion says, of course, Bellion loves the Master. Everyone loves the Master. Even though the Master always seems indifferent to things, I know it actually likes you all. Please become good friends with the Master. For sure, of course, that's a given. Bellion says, yay, let's work together. Let's make the temple great. Okay. What the Wait. Is this part of the main story? This feels like something that would happen in an event. Let's kick off the revival of Suibian Temple with some good business management. Okay. Fuck, we're gonna craft things? I did not get any of that, okay? I just know that if we put an item there, we're gonna start earning money. Earn Cloud Crest by selling goods to level up Suibian Temple, okay. This is something I'm gonna have to keep my eye on. Ooh, we get money here. Wait, this is actually a part of the main story. How do we get more shelves? What are we selling exactly? Aptitude talisman. Specialized instruments for exploring the hollow, crafted and sold at Sweebian Temple. How do you craft more? In the crafting station? What are we making here? Okay, yeah, so we make a bunch of them. $10, 9 minutes? It was gonna take a while. How do you get more of these? Oh, you get it from goods. Okay, you can buy it as well. Or you could gather them from free roam. Interesting. What in the fucking Arknights? Would I have to complete this as part of the main story, or do I just need to get to a certain level? Fufu says, so, do you remember how to run things? No. No. I need some time to get used to it. Fufu says, let's work hard to go with the rebellion. We've got a long road ahead. Okay. Woof, the sounds of a dog barking suddenly rings out. Fucking typo. Fufu says, but was that Ashuo barking just now? It usually makes pretty calm noises. I rarely hear it get this worked up. I wonder what's going on. I'll go take a look, we say. Wait, Ashuo disappeared. Oh, never mind. He's on the floor. It's a 4 feet boo. Can't squeeze through. It says, Ashuo barks. 4 feet boo says, ah, whatever. What are you doing? Get out of here. Why are you taking Ashuo's place? 4 feet boo says, I've had enough. I'm just gonna lie here like this. Just like this, curl up in my cozy little nest and lie down until I run out of energy. That's not your nest, you piece of shit. Get out of there. This is Ashuo's turf. Ashuo has an unusually excited response, determined to banish this dark round ball of laziness from its territory. Under Ashuo's urging, the bamboo reluctantly gets up and staggers to one side. After taking a few steps, it bends over and lies down on the ground again. What is this lazy piece of shit doing here? What is your purpose, sir? It looks like a naked like. The 4 foot boo says, that's it then. I'm just gonna lie here forever. Where's your owner, we ask. I don't know. The 4 foot boo says. What are you doing here, we ask. Who knows, the 4 foot boo says. I don't feel like trying anymore. Nothing I do seems meaningful. I don't know what I've done, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. My head totally empty. It's a depression boo, holy shit. Belle says, I feel like there's something wrong with this bamboo. If only Enzo were here. I guess I'll try checking it out myself. After a thorough inspection, you find the bamboo's memory storage module has a rare hardware defect, causing all parameters in its action module to be wiped clean whenever it enters sleep mode or loses power. Oh. Ethan Typhlosion. Alright, not just action logs, but also various preset action goals and guidelines. In short, once a battery runs low, its mind goes completely blank. I see. The forfeit boost says, you mean my head's empty because I went into sleep mode due to low battery? We say, yeah, you need to keep at least 20% battery charge at all times. The forfeit boost says, so as long as I have a stable battery charge, my head will stay full. I don't think it'll be full exactly, but you know what I mean. Forfeit boost says, but where can I find a stable battery charge? Is there any stable battery charging equipment here? Where does Bellion usually charge? I should ask Jufufu and Bellion. Okay, we're adopting this boy. How's their shop doing? Yeah, it's just like a passive, like... Yeah, this is just like a passive thing that you can do at the side as you go about, like, the main story or whatever. Uh-oh. Rain stream exploded. Fufu says charge? Yeah, Bellion has its own charging station. Yunkwei Summit installed it way back. Bellion says, yes, it's right here in my place. Use it whatever you want. Forfeit Boo says, really? In that case, I don't have to lie here anymore. I could just lie at your charge. I could just lie at your place in charge. That's still giving up, we say. The Forfeit Boo says, oh right, I just can't lie here. I need to get out there and search every corner of Waifei Peninsula for clues. Where did I come from and who else knows me? But I can't run low on battery. Can I come recharge every now and then? Bellion says, of course. Bellion's so nice. Fufu says, wow, I got to see this great moment when two Bangbu become friends. Oh shit. Stream crashed. I hear you. We're back. Forfeit Boo says, I don't know how to repay you. I don't have any Denny's or anything I can gift you. Why did you start working at the temple? Bellion says, repay me? The Forfeit Boo says, yeah, I want a goal. And repaying you isn't a goal. And repaying you is a goal. Bellion says, then, let's revive Suibian Temple. Forfeit Boo says, what's that? Fufu says, I get what Bellion means. Didn't you just say you wanted to check out different places in Waifei Peninsula? I've got the perfect goal for you. Forfeit Boo says, really? What? Fufu says, we regularly send Bangbu to help to collect supplies, which is perfect for exploring different parts of Waifei Peninsula. So, how about becoming a dispatch Bangbu for Suibian Temple? You travel regularly, gather items, and bring them back, where you can then charge your battery. Think of it as a way to offset your the charging costs. What do you say? The Forfeit Boo says, our goal and electricity. Perfect. I'll forfeit myself to you. I don't think you're using the word forfeit correctly, we say. What? Oh yeah, Rain stream has just completely exploded, I see. Fufu says, you probably mean at your disposal, but either way, we've got a real deal. Guess our temple's just scored itself a great new helper. Forfeit Boo says, quick, give me a goal. I need to charge up before heading out. Okay, so more of this, like, What the hell is going on here? Oh, that's how we get more of those materials, so we could keep crafting. Let's go with the shortest duration. All these bamboo look alike. Holy shit, you get a bunch. So what, just keep dispatching? Alright, we'll wait for a bit. What's this discovery list? Oh, new items that we could sell. This is like an event that they completely like shoehorned into like the main story. Craft a bunch of this. And then let's go sell it. Insufficient stock? Well, of course, we gotta craft a bunch. Alright, Fufu says, alright. Yum Chasin just sent someone over with a message. They've got a special commission they want Soybian Temple to help with. If you got time, check it out. Remember Yum Chasin? I took you there once before, but we only said hi to Sweetie and talked about some food and drinks. Don't think it's just some ordinary tea house. The main hall's plastered with all sorts of related commissions. And let me tell you, there's no shortage of skilled folks showing up. Interesting. Commissions. A familiar word. Yeah, I guess we still gotta keep to our roots. Of being a proxy and taking over commissions. Fufu says head over there now and just look for Sweetie. She'll fill you in on the commission stuff. I'm on it, we say. Fufu says, alright, I'll head to Yum Cha Sin once I'm done with what I'm working on. Yeah, that's like a very classic way of like getting commissions, I would say. Just like on a bulletin board or something. It kind of works like how 4SPGs work, or like Bracer Guild work. Just some like community area with a bulletin board where you could just grab. Alright, let's send this dude out for... how long? Go for an hour. Be fine, 15 minutes. We've got places to be and places to do. Who's that me? Oh. Anyways, a visit to Yum Chasin. I'm fucking locked in. And I want to see Sweetie. Oh! I really hope she becomes playable. Sweetie says, welcome, dear guest. Oh my, we meet again. What would you like to eat? We've got a menu right here. We say, hey there. I'm here about the commission. Senior Fufu sent me. Sweetie says, I thought Fufu Shifu would come handle this commission herself, but you've only been here a short while and she's already trusting you with this. Pretty impressive, newcomer to Yunkwei Summit. We say, I can't take that title. Sweetie says, sure you can. To be honest, these special commissions can only be handled by the masters at Yunkwei Summit. That's why I specifically asked someone to pass the message to Fufu. What's the commission, we ask. Sweetie says to recover supplies from the Lemnian Hollow, but that place, you know, has been pretty rough lately. Most folks don't dare venture in there. Only those from Suibian Temple with special techniques can break through the barriers in the hollow. A commission Fufu would help out once. I'll take the commission, we say. Sweetie says, awesome. Time for you to work your magic. The commission is to collect Lumite ore in Aerospace City. Heard there's quite a lot in the central production area. Oh, and if you'd like to grab some snacks from Yum Chasin before heading out, you're more than welcome. Every item is our signature pride and joy.
Come on in. Take a look at the menu. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we got you covered.
Is this still part of... Okay, whatever. What? Fufu came out of nowhere. Fufu says the commission involves collecting supplies, which are usually stored in a dedicated container. Let's head out. I know those boxes. I'll give you a shout if I spot one. Okay. I have to bring my own team for this, unfortunately. I wanted to play with Fufu more.
Complicated. It's kind of difficult to make out the area around us.
You're right. It must be the strong ether turbulence. But if the turbulence exists, it must have a source. If we can find it...
Oh, it's time to head out.
Source? Oh, Shifu mentioned something about it before. Let's search for it.
Obliterate form and spirit. Release. Concentrate. Soar with the wind. Shift.
It's a bunch of Golisophods.
Focus. An opening. Concentrate.
They cannot be stunned. Agent attacks can reduce the miasma shield with increased effectiveness when using dodge counters, defensive assists, and ultimates. With the miasmic shields, okay. Will take purified damage and the agent will recover energy or adrenaline Or my aspect field just also be cut. Okay. So there's more emphasis in dodge counters than defensive assists then?
That big guy looks pretty dangerous. We can't just leave it. Let's take it out together.
Focus. Obliterate form and spirit.
Does this count as... It does.
We fight together.
Where is it? Wait, Fufu's getting attacked. I didn't realize she's here.
The best defense is a strong offense.
Take this!
Fufu's taking aggro.
I definitely hit it, but my attacks don't seem to be doing anything. What's going on? Something isn't right with this thing. Together, we'll compose a miracle.
Fufu doesn't know about the mechanics. Oh, it ran away. Fufu says, it got away. Hold up. Don't rush after it. Don't rush after it. This isn't a place we should blindly charge into. Let's go get that ether singularity under control first.
Looked like it could still fight. Why did it suddenly run off? There's no time. Let's secure the ether singularity first.
To the skies!
The stuff that you could like craft over at Yunkwei Summit. No, that Soybian Temple.
Yin and yang converge.
Right! Swift yet still.
Out of my way!
As decreed! Evil shall be purged!
The stuff that we could craft over at Soybian Temple. We mentioned that the materials for crafting we can find here. I wonder where it is. Fufu says, can you see it, Junior? That flowing anomalous ether. Yeah, I could see it, we say. Fufu says, we call it the observation singularity. Its presence severely reduces visibility in the hollow. However, if we can control and manage the ether within, we can turn it around to our advantage, dispersing invisible barriers across a wide area. Just remember, observation singularities are super helpful for scanning large hollow areas. If you spot one, make sure to take control of it ASAP. You okay? Oh. Oh, it reveals the mini cargo trucks nearby, I see. Can I check it freely when I look at the map? Fufu says, look, there are quite a few observation singularities ahead. We need to get them all under control, we ask. Fufu says, yeah, that's for the best. The more observation singularities we control, the better it is for exploration. Not only can you scout the terrain and plan your route in advance, but you can even spot supplies you might have missed before. So, control as many observation singularities as you can. Yeah, that's hilarious. These are things that we would have learned about if we were doing like the Section 6 event. Into the Pale Wasteland is what it was called. Observation singularities can be found in the area. Interacting with them will reveal the locations of rare supplies on the map. I see. Will not appear on story mode, okay.
We can finally see clearly. The supplies we need are just ahead.
Can we see it on the map? Yeah, we can. Okay, cool.
To the skies!
Like 5 polychromes.
Great! The elevator's still functioning inside the hollow! But it's not gonna break down halfway, right?
Neutralizing.
Do I have to fight these guys?
Take this!
What the hell? Fufu says, look, over there. That's the ethereal we just saw now. Fufu says it seems to be enhancing itself using strange miasma clusters. Is it why we couldn't take it down earlier? We say, it looks like we need to clear out these miasma clusters first. Fufu says, yeah, I think so too. Let's take it down in one shot. The miasma in this area will form miasma coagula, which will enhance the boss enemy. Miasma coagula have special weak points that can be broken using the disintegration technique, weakening the boss miasmic shield. Oh, weird. You have to do it in the middle of a fight? Wait, that'd be pretty weird if you have to do it in the middle of a fight, so maybe not. There it is. Wake up, punk.
Strength and finesse. Focus.
Nothing reaches my defense.
Concentrate. Obliterate form and spirit. Release. Shift.
Holy shit, we deleted it. Fufu says, alright, all wiped out. Now we can collect the supplies. Look, just those boxes over there. The box has a special coating that keeps the supplies inside safe from corruption. You have to do a quick check and take them back. Okay. Yes, Fufu senpai. So that's how you... Is that how you normally gather the materials you need for the Suibian temple-like crafting stuffs? Fufu says these are the supplies mentioned in the commission. Mission complete. Let's get them back to Waifei Peninsula. Give me the heavy stuff. Come on, let's head back. Oh, okay. Supply piles can only be collected once and will not spawn. Okay, that was what I was wondering about. Small supply collection points will respawn on the second day after collection on second days. Please note that there is a daily collection limit. While Yishuan is in the light as air state, she can automatically collect resource points within a certain range. Oh. Wow, Yishuan's pay to win. Every second day, okay. So kind of like how Genshin does its like collection points for ascension materials. Fufu says, I'm back. The cable car is a lifesaver. No matter how much stuff you're carrying, it makes it a breeze getting them back here. I'm going back to Suibian Temple now. I'll get someone to pick up the supplies. And so, you head back to Suibian Temple with Senior Fufu. Sweetie says, I was just looking for you guys at the temple. By the looks of it, you've already been to the Hollow? Yeah, we've completed the commission, we say. Sweetie says, that's incredible. Ever since the Yunquay Summit got here, you're snagging all the commissions here. As luck would have it, more and more people are posting commissions at Yumcha-sen lately. Why don't you take advantage and pick up a few more jobs? Fufu says that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's focus on Yumcha-sen's commissions, Junior. We can collect supplies and expand our network. It'll really help the temple. Sweetie says, but having to ask people to run back and forth to relay info about new commissions is quite troublesome, and I can't keep leaving my post to deliver messages like this. Bellion says, leave it to me. I'll pass on the messages. Off to the tea house, take notes, and pass on the message. That's my specialty. Fufu says, sounds correct. I'm counting on you, Bellion. Sounds perfect. I'm counting on you. Alright, we'll leave it to you then, Bellion. And if Bellion can't do it, I'll do the trip to Yumcha-sen just so I could see Sweetie. Bellion says, no problem. I'll definitely complete the mission. Give me more. You know what? I'll take the trip myself. Raise his hand emoji. Kneel emoji. I would like to see Sweetie. Wow, holy shit, she actually shows up here. Never mind. She's so fine, what the hell? Man, why is she not playable? Can we level up now? Oh, we leveled up a bunch of times. What the hell? Oh, okay. Whoa, that's 45. Holy shit, that goes pretty well. Start one adventure in production, one area. Area 1, 2, research ether compass through discovery. Oh, I can craft something else now. Okay, cool. One more slot for crafting. Daily gathering attempt 17 out of 25. You only get that much every day? Really? Anyway. Can we actually proceed with the main story now? Fufu says Weebian's temple business seems to be picking up thanks to you. You've been a huge help. Everyone's giving it their all, we say. Fufu says, yeah, it's not just the folks at Suibian Temple. The residents of Waifei Peninsula put in a lot of work too. Can't let them down. Let's keep pushing forward. We're still far from our ultimate goal of a greater Suibian Temple, and there's still so much left to do. Okay. Ah, okay. Click here to instantly reach Suibian Temple, I see. Wait, what? Bangbu Adventure? Oh, right. Oh, we unlocked area 2, okay. Go 15 minutes. That's dispatch. Who can we spare? Send this guy out. Do we have a spare? We do have spare. What if he hit the max for the gathering attempt here? What happens? Okay, that's 25. We can't gather anymore? Yumcha forever. Okay, talk to Senior Shio. Okay, hopefully this might proceed the story. So we'll call it here. I need to go to sleep. Have some place to be tomorrow. What time is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Get that out of the way, like that event. That was like a whole event story that they shoved into the main story. But anyway. Yep, that'll be it for me for tonight. For all the friends that dropped by, thank you very much. Hope you all have a great evening. Happy Saturday. Yeah, this is exactly enough for a pity. But yeah, we'll just wait for Fufu. Alright, GG's.